Do you love your country? Brilliant. I love Poland. But here's the question dividing Britain. When you see the Union Jack, what do you feel? Pride in shared values or anger at those who are different? For many, love of country has become toxic. We have two types of patriotism. One builds, the other divides. Toxic love is just as dangerous as no love at all. How we can fix Britain if we can't even define and practice healthy love for it? Welcome to Fix Britain. This is a channel built on logic, common sense and tested solutions. We cut through the propaganda and the empty noise to analyze the UK deepest challenges, always through the lens of Polish success and proven methods. Our mission is simple: to show how a constructive European perspective can inspire the changes Britain needs. We are not here to complain. We are here to build. Let's get to work. After discussing the Blitz spirit and the monarchy in previous episodes, we established that shared values are the foundation. Now they must be rooted in the healthy patriotism. But before we dive what healthy patriotism looks like, we have to look at its evil twin. What is patriotism? Love and respect for our shared history, shared land, shared future. It is about service and duty to all members of the community. What is nationalism? A sense of superiority, love for your own group, accompanied by exclusion and contempt for others. Unfortunately, toxic nationalism often masquerades as patriotism, here distorting genuine British values. This is our focus. How do we reclaim patriotism for everyone, for the common good? Britain's problem is clear. Toxic nationalism is tearing the nation unity apart, often fueled by easy narratives of blame. I witnessed that firsthand. Migrant neighbors blame it for taking jobs while running night shifts at the NHS. But the real issue is distraction. While the media debate small, visible problems, a silent, far more alarming crisis is happening. The migration of British citizens. Over 250,000 British citizens leaving the UK every year. Many are professionals, young families and retirees whose giving up on Britain's futures due to cost of living crisis, crumbling public services and political instability. It is easier for someone to blame a foreign-looking person on the bus than to address why their own children can't afford a house. This political noise also creates apathy. Many reject patriotism entirely because they see it is as a synonymous of hate. They surrender the flag to the extremists And the strong state needs active, positive love and shared services. In Poland, we know how fragile a state is. That fragility taught us the true meaning of patriotism. Poland lessons: we survive partition and occupation not through hatred, but by holding firmly to shared values and identity. Our greatest moments, from the relief of Vienna in 1683 to the Solidarity movement, we are about defending values and building freedom, not attacking others for gain. When I first arrived and struggled with the system, it was my British neighbors who helped me to navigate council tax, who invited me to Sunday roast. That is the genuine British kindness. That is tradition of tolerance and fair play that makes this country worth fighting for. But that positive patriotism is being drowned out by those who define Britishness through exclusion. Our conclusion is simple. Patriotism is about service. Nationalism is about demanding. The core question is, does this action unite or does it divide? How do we effectively restore healthy patriotism and rebuild shared values? In Britain, the three concrete steps are essential. Step 1. Define patriotism as service. Patriotism must be promoted as an active community work, volunteering, helping neighbors. Love of country, it's work, not waving a flag. I volunteer at the community garden. British pensioners work alongside Polish builders, alongside Somali families. No one asks about immigration status. Schools must teach citizens as a contribution. Step 2. Reclaim inclusive symbols. This includes a flag. We must reclaim the Union Jack from extremist groups. The flag belongs to everyone who contributes to this country. An identity supported by the monarch's neutrality. When Mo Farah won Olympic gold, we all celebrated together under that flag. That the inclusive Britons we need to remember. Healthy love means profound respect for the armed forces that protect the nations regardless of the politicals, and supporting the international alliances like NATO that guards sovereignty. Defense spending and foreign policy are acts of ultimate patriotism. This is not about aggression, this is about being strong enough to ensure the peace. Remember, patriotism without nationalism is the strongest form of national unity. So what does it mean for you? Question 1. Is patriotism toxic in the UK? Do you avoid the flag because you fear the associations? Question 2. Why do you think over 250,000 Britons leave the UK every year? What is the real problem we should be addressing? Comment below. Your voices are essential to making Fix Britain work. If you agree that we need to rebuild national unity on the foundation of positive patriotism, subscribe to this channel. In our next episode, we will discuss what threatens the unity, democracy under threat, why disinformation and loss of trust are just as dangerous as any invasion. Remember, patriotism builds, nationalism destroys. Let's build something worth being proud of together. Thank you.